It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here. Shaq's here. Kenny's here. Welcome to this edition of 2K Sports. Tonight we'll see the Oklahoma City Thunder playing against the Orlando Magic at Amway Center. Checking out the Magic. They've been on a tremendous run, and we're deep enough into the season now to know that it's no mirage. These guys definitely for real. Well, we have a good one tonight. Two powerhouse clubs about to throw down. Kenny, how do you see this playing out?
Well, you got two teams bring out their best in each other tonight, Ernie. So that's why this game is a must-see matchup. Tremendous individual matchups as well, and this will be a heated rivalry for years to come.
I'm seeing something in the ball.
In what ball?
The crystal ball.
Right. Not that again.
I think this could be a preview of these teams meeting in the postseason.
Wow.
Everyone in the league will also be watching.
Wow.
Shaq Thomas.
Do me a favor.
Yes.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch it.
Hand me that ball.
Can't touch
Just
this.
hand me that ball, please.
Can't touch it.
Why?
Look,
Oh! You just dropped
don't have to worry about that shtick anymore.
Drop the ball.
Thanks for joining us here on 2K Sports for NBA basketball. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Perry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. Thrilled to be back in Orlando, the Magic ready for that home court advantage. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year. A year ago, they each gained a victory at home, but couldn't secure a win on the road.
Yeah, two clubs that rarely face off, East versus West. This is going to be a nice treat for the fans.
Well, kicking off this two-game season series, I expect a lot of feeling out by both teams and the coaching staff, and then a number of subsequent adjustments in this one.
And we've got time for a quick pregame report. With that being said, let's head to the sideline and our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. DA?
Well, guys, we know Russell Westbrook is a fearsome competitor, but he says you never know how long you'll be able to run like this or jump like this, so I go for it every time. I may look angry, but it's the only way I know. Yes, you look angry. Kevin?
Yeah, he's special, DA, absolutely. Thanks. And we see it so often, Brent. A good team gets up for a big game, and they win. And then they fall down with their performance and lose to an inferior club the very next game.
Interesting point, because last year we saw this so much with the eventual champion Golden State Warriors, where they just seemed to be disillusioned with some of the competition on a given night, playing down to their competition. So if I was a coach in this league, I would use them as an example, that even the best team in the business struggles with this, and you have to find a way out of it. We're not the Warriors. We want to be the Warriors. So we got to break out of this funk a lot quicker, and this cannot be part of our identity as we move forward.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. Inside pairing is Grant and Adams. Westbrook and Ferguson, their backcourt, and it's George in at the 3 spot. Here's the Cobra. And in that game with Houston, he did not play well. Westbrook pulls it in, and it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Jordan against George. Jordan kicks to Vucevic. The drive by Jordan. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
Here's Isaac. And that one goes, feeding him with the lead pass.
We talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
Westbrook finds Adams. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. And it's George missing. Magic have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Pass to the Cobra. Lets the 3 fly. A 3-pointer is right on target.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
It's been a slow start here for Oklahoma City. 7-point differential. This game coming after a loss against the Bucks.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Well, 9 times out of 10, if you can't take advantage of the freebies at this level, the outcome is not going to be in your favor.
And the official signals a backcourt violation. Not very careful there. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Adams against Vucevic. That's tipped. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at Oklahoma City. Quite a season they've assembled here, guys. Perched up there in first place and playing terrific basketball game in and game out. And, of course, there's the Rockets. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
And when I look at Oklahoma City, it's got to be one of the feel-good stories of this NBA season. Not many people were talking about them coming into the start of the year.
No doubt about it. They're one of the top teams everyone's talking about, top to bottom. Everyone in the organization, that means front office, coaches, players, just done an outstanding job this season.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. Billy Donovan has faced a tough job in Oklahoma City, Brent. Star players leaving town, some even criticizing him after they left.
The circumstances of Billy Donovan moving off of what he did at the University of Florida and making that a powerhouse Division I basketball program, it's been very interesting to have Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant to begin your career, and then pushing that team to almost beating the Golden State Warriors, losing in a Game 7 to losing Kevin Durant. Billy Donovan's seen a lot in the early part of his career. The hopes is that he continues to grow and learn. Really happy with the hire of Billy Donovan and what he brings to the table in terms of his basketball acumen.
Take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who the best defenders have been over the past month. Here are your steals leaders. In the third spot, Paul George.
Really been fantastic defensively this run for him. He's had more than his share of steals, and now he's looking to get more.
Here's Ferguson, who's guarded by Fournier. Passes it to Grant. Clock at 4. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
Now, here's Vucevic. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Knocks it loose. Outside Jordan. Fournier in the corner. George against Jordan. Adams, a nice D. Thunder trailing by 8. And it's George finishing it off.
A good chance to see Paul George burst that time.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Kicks it to Jordan. Paul George with the steal. Here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Orlando leading by 4. Here's the Cobra. 6 points for him. And here's Vucevic. The Cobra passes to Isaac. Over Grant. The pass to Isaac. Here's the Cobra. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Westbrook. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Ferguson misses. Orlando's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. 16 feet away. Drained for 2 points. The Cobras got 8.
Right now he is locked in. He's getting great shots, and he's burning the D in a variety of ways.
On the wing, George. Guarded by Jordan. Westbrook finds George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. George has got his second basket of the game.
Paul George finding some ways now to be effective on the inside.
Pass to Jordan. Over George. Again, the Magic score.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Ferguson. Right wing. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. And a miss there on the triple.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
I think coaches right here are always talking about the extra pass. And the contested three is not your objective. One more, maybe.
Thunder trailing by 9. Now here's Westbrook. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Russell loves the challenge there, and he's in the heart of the defense, and he rips it out of him there.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Westbrook. Passes it to Vucevic. There's the 3. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Patterson, he's checked in for Grant.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Just an incredible month of basketball. 3rd in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And it's his lightning-quick hands that have put him in the top 3 in steals. Also his tremendous anticipation. He's constantly all over the basketball. Now here's Adams. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Patterson. He's covered closely. Ferguson misses. Magic leading by 10.
And you look back at that 2012 finals, the Thunder lost in 5 games to the Heat. And you looked at that young talent, Durant, Westbrook, Harden, now all MVP award winners, along with Serge Ibaka, a young, talented, energetic Serge Ibaka, and it felt like there was a team that was going to rule the West for a very long time.
Now here's Westbrook. 20 points for him last game against Milwaukee.
And also in that one, he had the opposition on pins and needles on the defensive end of the floor, recording 4 steals that night on his way to an overall stellar game.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Gordon comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for the Cobra. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Alex Abrinas is checked in for Terrence Ferguson. And the Thunder trading away Harden in the summer of 2012, but Brent unable to agree on a contract extension.
Well, OKC agreed on the contract. James Harden did not, and that's sort of the line in the sand that was drawn. And the salary cap jumping up in subsequent seasons, they just had bad timing in terms of the frugality of what they offered up to James Harden. It's a decision that we talk about a lot. It's revisionist history, but at the time it was the move that OKC made, and I can't really argue with it.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Oklahoma City.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And George with the stuff.
I like to see this from Westbrook. When he focuses on hitting his guys, it can make the entire team better.
Outside, Simmons. It's Jordan on the wing, defended by George. And Simmons kicks to Jordan. And the layup's good off the glass. Jordan's got 6.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Westbrook against Augustine. Over Augustine. And that one goes long.
And the defense cannot afford to be that lazy. You got to be up on the shooters at all times, especially at the mid-range.
He kicks it to Jordan. Over George. Jordan's shot is off.
You can see how clued in the defense is to take away those mid-range shots and challenge. Solid at getting a hand up in the face of the scorers.
Now here's Westbrook. He seems to always find a way to rack up points, currently averaging 24 points a game. Here's Adams. In the corner, it's Patterson. Just 5 on the clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Well, Patterson being a little more assertive in the offense here tonight, ready to shoot that time off the direct pass.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
And really, you'd like to just see more from that inside game offensively. In that one, it didn't happen.
And sometimes your poor shooting from the perimeter can dictate, it should dictate, that you go to the inside. Tonight they didn't do it.
Dennis Schroeder's checked in for Oklahoma City. Well, some rookies have been making a name for themselves on the glass this past month. Let's see who we're talking about. Number 1, Mohamed Bamba.
And every team in the league needs a guy who can go and get. I mean, his great work on the boards certainly endear him to the coaching staff.
Now here is Augustine. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the paint, here's Gordon. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. They trail by 7. Kicks it to Patterson. And the pass to Adams. No good that time. So Orlando will take it the other way.
And Steven Adams came into this league at 19, already a physical specimen, and has only gotten stronger. Just a bruising presence down low.
And here's George, after Aaron Gordon was able to get the triple. George passes to Adams. Back to George. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
He's firing on all cylinders. Has to be happy with his 4 of 5 shooting from the field so far.
Jordan against Patterson. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Schroeder finds Patterson. And here's George. Defended by Gordon. It's stolen by Adams. It's deflected.
The main thing you get with Bamba, imposing defender, shot blocker, alters everything in the paint.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Adams. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Noel's checked in. The Thunder shooting their first free throw of the night here. They throw good, Adams.
And Paul George, a terrific two-way player, an all-star, an all-NBA performer, and multiple all-defense selections.
Now here's Simmons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Amba kicks to Augustine. From the wing, that one goes. Counted. And the Magic lead by 9.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
They get it back. Here's Adams, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here is Augustine. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Augustine against Schroeder. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
I give the defense a C+ on that possession, but still, I'm sure he's upset he missed.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. George against Jordan. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Lets it go from deep. And it's Noel with the rebound. For 3. That one doesn't go.
Trust me, big guys hate playing against Steven Adams. He's a nuisance on the defensive end, and that time changed the shot.
And so it's the Orlando Magic going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. The leadership of Russell Westbrook is so important to the team, and Steven Adams talked about what it means to him.
He's doing just an unbelievable job at just controlling the guys, controlling the game, making sure that everyone's feeling in the right mood to play and willing to sacrifice for one another.
You know, so much of leadership is that emotional component, motivating guys to give their all.
And Russ certainly leads by example with his competitive zeal, but he understands also he's got to bring his teammates with him.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
They've gotten that perimeter game going in that first, and for me, that was the difference.
The new era of NBA basketball, playing outside in. We'll see if they can take advantage of that moving forward.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Thunder. On the wings, Abrinas and George. Nerlens Noel is out there with Steven Adams. And it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. Now here is Augustine. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Bamba's shot is off. Thunder trailing by 10. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Now, here's George. He's guarded closely. And Adams kicks it over to Schroeder. It's good from long range. Schroeder's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Thunder.
Right there, Dennis Schroeder shows some confidence by nailing the jumper.
Pass to Awundu. Stolen by George. And they're pushing it up. Abrinas the pass to Noel. And it's blocked by Gordon. Augustine looking around. Outside Gordon. From past the arc. The Magic again can't hit. Thunder trailing by 7. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Here's Abrines. And again, Oklahoma City with the triple.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Augustine against Schroeder. And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And good! Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 3 assists tonight. Now here's Schroeder. His last outing, he had 18 points. And stolen by Simmons. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Thursday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers. And then on Saturday, they'll host the Brooklyn Nets.
And for that Thunder game, I think they know how important it is to see how they measure up against the cream of the crop in the West. I'm looking for them to approach it like this is a playoff matchup.
First free throw is good. Who do you think is best at converting off his offhand?
I really do like Mike Conley in Memphis when he gets to, and I love his timing on it, Kevin, that running right-hand hook shot that he shoots from about 8 feet. And one of the reasons I'm so enamored with it is because Mike will shoot it in the fourth quarter with under 30 seconds to go on a critical possession. That, to me, screams of confidence. A tremendous offhand by Mike Conley.
When it means the most, he'll use that move.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that Kyrie Irving won't do it with his left in Boston, but Mike Conley pulls it out at some of the moments where you just say, wow, a right-handed runner with 40 seconds to go, fourth quarter, good on you, Mike Conley.
So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And Greg, certainly the knock on Dennis Schroeder is play on the defensive end.
Nobody questions how effective he is on offense. I just think he has a tendency to take a few too many plays off and too many chances on defense. If he wants to be viewed as a top point guard in this league, he'll need to show some consistency on the defensive end.
And the first one at the line is good.
The potential Schroeder has is pretty exciting. Such a lightning quick point guard.
Schroeder hits them both.
A lot of high hopes for Schroeder when he signed his 4-year deal back in 2016. His development hasn't continued at a high level, at least high enough for some people to take notice. So shooting from a distance, still an issue for the young point guard.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Well, with Schroeder, he just isn't consistent enough from three-point range as point guards need to be today.
Well, last season was just a shade under the 30% range. He's still a great scorer by slashing and going to the rim, but that's going to tire you out. Teams back off and make you prove it. See if Dennis can find some consistency from that range to be more dangerous.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between three-point shots and two-point shots for the Magic.
They are shooting the lights out from beyond on really limited attempts. So you have to think they ought to feed those hot hands on the perimeter and see if they can keep this thing going.
Magic leading by 6. Here's the Cobra. 8 points for him. That one drops for him. The Cobra's got 10 points in the game.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
Vucevic against Adams. Pass to Ferguson. Schroeder surveying the floor. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's the Cobra. Started by Schroeder. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots. Thunder trailing by 10. Here's Ferguson. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Fast break. Here come the Magic. Here's Fournier. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
At the line, shooting 2. Evan Fournier.
And that one falls for Fournier. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Steven Adams. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Westbrook kicks to Grant. It's hauled in by the Magic. And the Magic with possession. They're on a 10-2 run here. Passes to Awundu. Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Grant. The Cobra passes to Awundu. From the top of the key, Russell Westbrook with the rebound. Westbrook's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. A 12-point game. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Westbrook's got 6.
Well, just taking on the defense in the paint. There's no fear from Westbrook and not backing down from the rim protector that time.
Here's the Cobra. 12 points for him. And it's Awundu missing. Outside Westbrook. To the middle. Here's Grant. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play.
Shooting 1.
That one on Vucevic. And Jeremy Grant. Great genes for the game, Greg. Father was Harvey, uncle was Horace, both NBA players and stars. His brother Jarian also in the association.
Yeah, and Jeremy might be the best athletically of them all. I mean, 6'8" with that 7'3" wingspan, great bounce. If he can develop his skill to match, he'll have a long and prosperous NBA career.
The free throw drops for Grant.
Jeremy Grant just has such a great combination of athleticism and explosiveness. It's up to him to find familiar spots on the floor and do a good job of playing off his teammates to make an impact on every game that he plays.
Here's the Cobra. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. Puts up a 3. Ferguson misses. Magic leading by 7. Here's the Cobra. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. They get Russell Westbrook. Something the NBA has tested out in the G League, Brent. Coaches' challenges. What do you think?
I think the idea of making sure that the handkerchief matches the tie is a great idea.
Only you would say that. Only you would say that.
I'm just worried with some of the casual styles in the NBA that it's not going to be accessible. But
I think you're right.
I think it's going to happen, and I think it's going to be interesting for the league. But it's going to happen.
Anything to make these coaches do more, make more decisions.
Make more decisions and make decisions that you know can impact whether or not your team wins the basketball game or loses it. Because after a referee makes a determination that you think might be the other way, or they don't look at a replay where you're sure and certain that you could get possession, I'm reaching for the hanky.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, they depend on him to score, and that doesn't mean just from the field. Sometimes it comes from the charity stripe.
from 15 feet away. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. Magic leading by 9. Here's the Cobra. 14 points for him. At the elbow, Vucevic over Noel. The Magic again can't hit.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
2 points. That one goes.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Kicks it to Vucevic. Here's the Cobra. Westbrook with the block.
There is no question that Russell is one of the top 10 athletes we have in the league. On full display there.
And Orlando making a change here. Jordan's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vucevic. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Noel. From deep three-point range.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Down low, here's Grant. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Now just a 5-point Magic lead. Orlando's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Outside Jordan. The shot comes out. Some solid defense from Grant. Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
And there's the pass to the Cobra. Shoots the 3. And it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 5 rebounds tonight. Grant kicks to Ferguson. Back to Grant. And Jordan sends it back. Pass to Isaac. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th assist in this one. Here's Ferguson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. He kicks it to Patterson. Oklahoma City moving it around.
Well, all eyes on Westbrook defensively. It helps to make this play work as he delivers on time and on target.
To the wing right side. The Cobra passes to Vucevic. For 3, Fournier. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Patterson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to the Cobra. Inside and stolen by Noel. Westbrook finds Patterson. Out left to the wing. Ferguson, the pass to Patterson. The kick out to Westbrook. The second chance effort. 6 on the shot clock. And he lays it up and in. Westbrook's got 8 points.
More power of Westbrook shown there. Not many guys can finish through contact like that.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
And one thing they'll discuss are the defensive rotations. The other is in the matchups.
We're seeing very little help defense on the inside, and even when there is help, it's been ineffective.
going with an almost entirely new group here. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac. Simmons checked in for Evan Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for the Cobra. And then for Oklahoma City, Paul George, he's checked in for Grant. And Abrinas subbed in for Terrence Ferguson. Bamba kicks to Augustine. Jordan dishes to Augustine. Got a piece of it, and that'll be Oklahoma City's ball as it goes out of bounds.
In a moment here, let's check out the numbers for Jordan. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in scoring, second in assists, and he's in the top 5 in the league in steals. Those hands are like meat hooks. Not much gets by him.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Now here's Jordan following the miss by Russell Westbrook. No good from Simmons. Here's Abrinas, guarded by Simmons. Here's George. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. Noel finds Westbrook. Lob pass to George, and George with the stuff.
Paul George has the touch to score from everywhere.
Orlando's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. To stop the drought, and Jordan with the layup. Jordan's got 10.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points. That athletic.
I mean, it is really like he's jumping off of a trampoline out there. Westbrook can do anything he wants when he gets up like that.
Well, you think back to a time when people wondered if Westbrook was too aggressive playing with KD. They said Russ was taking too many shots. No questions anymore. Westbrook is the man in OKC.
And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Adams checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Bamba. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Bamba's got his first 2 points. And for Westbrook, winning the MVP and averaging a triple-double for an entire season. Greg, how much does he have left to prove?
Well, it's all about winning. We know Russ can take over a game. We know he can make his teammates better. How much better and how far they get in the playoffs, that's the real question.
Jordan, the pass to Gordon. Shoots over Patterson. Jordan kicks to Simmons. George against Jordan. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Bamba. He can't get that one to fall. George with the defensive effort. And shot on the way. Westbrook can't get it to go.
A bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
Yeah, just too anxious to try and make something happen out there. This is about the team, not about you.
The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Free throw good, Jordan. And so Jordan nails both of them. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. Schroeder outside. Passes it to George. Over Jordan. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Magic up by 4. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out in a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings, friends and neighbors. One half down, another half to go. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Out in front at the half is Orlando. They hold a 4-point lead. Kenny, what do you think?
Well, the three-point shooting was the key thus far. When you're knocking down those shots from the perimeter, it really spreads the floor. You demand respect from the defense. We'll see if they can keep it flowing in the second half.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Thunder.
I was surprised at some of the recklessness. They were scattered, sloppy ball handling, just too many turnovers. It gets back to fundamentals. Forget the highlight reel pass. Make the effective one. Simple bounce pass. John Wooden taught us that in the 40s, 30s, 50s, whenever he was coaching. Just play under control. Simple ball, dude.
And that's going to do it for our halftime show, sadly. Third quarter about to start. See you again after the final.
Horn. Oh, buzzer.
Welcome back, folks. The downtown skyline of Orlando, Florida, looking especially striking tonight. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
Yeah, and through two quarters, he's been lights out. And you know he's going to look to add to those totals.
And defensively, hard to force him out of the rhythm at this point because he has a number of ways with which he can beat you.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Thunder trailing by 4. The lengthy bigs inside, Isaac and Bamba. Fournier out there with the Cobra. And it's Jordan in at the small forward position. That's who's out there for Orlando. Orlando's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Stolen by Grant. George against Jordan. Now George, knocked away. Isaac with the steal. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. It has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Ferguson, the pass to Westbrook. Gets to the corner and buries it. Westbrook's got 14. Magic leading by 4. Outside Fournier. Here's Isaac. Offline with his 3. The Thunder shooting 43% from the floor. Here's Westbrook. Rebounded by Isaac. The Magic shooting 43% from the field. Here's the Cobra. He's got 14. Kicks it to Fournier. It's tipped. Westbrook scanning the floor. Outside, George. Launches it. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
A lot of points coming from Paul George from the three-point line over the past couple seasons. The D has to play out on him, and that creates the space.
Now, here's Fournier. He's tightly guarded. And a wide open look for Jordan. Another miss by Orlando.
And they've only connected on 1 of 4 to start the half. Their offense is sputtering just a little bit here.
Ferguson kicks to Grant. Westbrook with it. 14 points for him. Shot clock at 5 for the lead. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba.
Again, more attack mode play from Russell Westbrook. He just puts it on the deck and draws contact.
Russell Westbrook, passionate about the game of basketball, Brent, we know that, but fashion among his foremost interests outside the game.
Yeah, the honor the gift fashion line, which, Kevin, you and I don't think we have much in our closets from that, but got to respect it. Fearless, not only on the court, but off the court in some of the attire that Russell Westbrook brings to the game.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Well, on top of everything else that you get from Russell Westbrook, you get some good foul shooting. Important trait for any point guard and great scorer in the league. Find your way to the line.
The Magic making a switch here. Vucevic has checked in.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll be facing Hassan Whiteside and the Miami Heat. And then on Sunday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Boston Celtics. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. The Cobra passes to Fournier. 6 to shoot. Outside Jordan. They get it back. The pass to Isaac. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Nailed from three-point land. And that's 17 points for the Cobra.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Adams down low. Vucevic defending. No good from Grant.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Jordan against George. Puts it up. A shot by Jordan, no good. Thunder trailing by 3. Lob pass to George, and Jordan sends it back. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how about the ground Isaac can cover? I mean, between his height and wingspan, alley-oops are becoming just a way of life.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Cover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Back to Westbrook, beyond the arc. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Jordan against Adams. Jordan finds Vucevic. Outside Fournier. Here's Isaac. Outside for Jordan. That's tipped, and so the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. Number 1, the Magic.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Here's Westbrook. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
In a moment now to see some numbers for the Cobra. 4th in free throw percentage. 6th in three-point field goal percentage. And he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And he's been deadly from the free throw line. Only a handful of players are shooting a better percentage. Phenomenal asset to have on your team. First one falls for it. And Orlando making a change here. Owundu's checked in. And Oklahoma City with a change here too. Noel's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
Yeah, sometimes in a game you settle a little bit before settling in, and right now I think he's a big factor in how they're getting to the line.
Pass to Awundu. He kicks it to Vucevic. Pass to the Cobra. Fires for three. Hits it from three-point range. The Cobra's got 20 points.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Westbrook. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Russell Westbrook. The Magic have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. The first free throw is good. Both good from the line that time. Thunder trailing by 8. Passes to Ferguson. There's the pass to Noel. It's George on the wing. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. George has got 5 points now in the quarter. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for the Magic. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Here's Isaac. Got it. Good job in the low post. Isaac's got 11.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
To the middle. Deflects the pass. Good on that shot, and with that, the Magic lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Russell Westbrook. Here's the Cobra. He's got 22. Pass to Vucevic. Fires the three. Tries again. Fournier in the corner. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's the Cobra. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Thunder trailing by 6. Here's Ferguson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Noel kicks to Ferguson. Now here's Westbrook. Not a lot of room. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Here's the Cobra. Pass to Awundu. And the 3 off target. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Outside, George. The putback, Adams. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
Making some changes. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Isaac. Simmons comes in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for the Cobra. And then for Oklahoma City, Patterson, he's checked in for Steven Adams. Alex Abrinas comes in for Terrence Ferguson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Augustine from outside. He is hauled in by Paul George. George has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
PG played his first 7 seasons in Indiana with the Pacers and guided them to 2 Eastern Conference Finals appearances, and that playoff PG moniker that he came up with, it holds true if you look at the numbers. And when the Pacers were about to rebuild, I think Paul George let them know that he was willing to move on to continue his career somewhere else.
Good on the triple. Owundu's got 5 points so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And Patterson kicks to George. Schroeder outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. Orlando leading by 5. A lot of fans in Indiana upset with Paul George for deciding to leave. Do they have a point, Brent, or is that unfair?
I think it's a little unfair, Kevin. 7 great years from Paul George. Obviously had to recover from the leg injury and came back strong. But PG wanting to go somewhere where he could win a title, and that's a decision that every player has to make. PG thought somewhere else he might have that opportunity and maybe more chances to do so.
Here's Abrinas, guarded by Simmons. Floats one up. Vucevic with the block. Passes to Augustine. And here's Simmons for 3. Here's Gordon. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 9. Here's Schroeder. He's got 7. Kicks to George. Gordon with the defensive effort. Magic leading by 7. Now the pass to Owundu. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. And it's George finishing it off.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Augustine against Schroeder. And Vucevic kicks to Owundu. Here's Simmons. A shot, no good. And Oklahoma City will go with it the other way. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. Matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Augustine against Schroeder. The wide open look here for Vucevic. Another miss by Orlando.
And I know we want to assume these shots are going in. The defense definitely blew an assignment there, but still got lucky.
There's 1:38 left to play here in the third. Patterson. No good on the triple.
Yeah, this just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
Augustine from outside, and it's Noel with the rebound. Noel's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Schroeder kicks to Abrinas. That one a little long. Magic leading by 5. 1:07 left to play in the third. Pass to Owundu. Shot clock at 6. From deep. The Magic with a fresh 24. And the basket by Gordon.
Just creating havoc for the opponents the last few games.
You saw by that putback there, he's just completely locked in. They're getting full contributions from him right now.
George passes to Noel, and slam dunk by Noel.
When you're a veteran player like Paul George, you understand that even 24 seconds is a long time. Great patience to wait for that play.
Augustine against Schroeder. Now here is Augustine, guarded close. At the elbow, Vucevic over Noel, and that one hits back iron.
He can't make a thing out there right now, guys. If he keeps this up, don't be surprised if his team gives up this lead.
Outside Gordon. And good that time. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter. 8 seconds left here in the third quarter. Feeds to George. Reverses. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 19 points for Paul George.
It's easy to understand why Paul George is one of the top scorers in the league. He can read the defense, he can shoot it, he can get inside, and he's riding a hot streak now.
And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And Oklahoma City, looking who they've got to start the fourth quarter. The forwards, George and Grant. Then there's Patrick Patterson. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. And it's Abrinas in at the 2. Here's Bamba outside for Jordan. Fires the 3. Hits it from three-point range. Jordan's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for Orlando. Under trailing by 8. Here's George. Lays it up off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Augustine passes to Bamba. Here's Jordan. The shot that time not on target. George with the defensive effort.
Yeah, tonight his shot's been a bit off, but still, they lead the game.
Yes, that goes in.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Augustine up top. He's guarded by Schroeder. George against Jordan. Shoots over Patterson. Offensive rebound. Outside for Jordan. Shoots over Patterson. Outside Jordan. Three-pointer. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Jordan against George. And it's Schroeder in the corner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Schroeder staying aware and excellent at going straight into the defense in order to get the foul.
That's good from Schroeder. Evan Fournier's checked in for Simmons. Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Schroeder hits them both. And here is Jordan. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. He kicks to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Thunder trailing by 7. Schroeder outside. Pass to George. Launches a 3. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Schroeder's got his 5th assist in this one. Orlando's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Pass to Bamba. Dishes it to Jordan. Pulls up. No good off the front iron. Thunder have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. And it's George finishing it off.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Now Here's Fournier for three. Gordon, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Yeah, and then the fear sets in that you're going to create driving lanes that could lead to easy buckets. This is not an easy fix.
George looking around. 6 to shoot. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got 30.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The drive by Jordan. Kicks it out to Gordon. There's the triple. Good for his 9th make in just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
The pass to George. Out to the right wing. Here's the three. Orlando grabs the miss. Outside Jordan. Outside Gordon. Three-pointer Augustine. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And they're just living beyond the arc here, really the entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, not a bad time to be ripping the nets from distance, piling up some major points here.
Abrines kicks it over to Schroeder. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Lightning quick first step from Schroeder. And phenomenal at throwing down that one on the drive.
Jordan against Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Free throw good, Jordan. Isaacs checked in for the Magic. The Cobra comes in for DJ Augustine. Then for the Thunder, Terrence Ferguson comes in for Alex Abrines. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And so he hits both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Now Westbrook. Kicks it to George. Lays it up and banks it in. George has got 32 points.
And he is one cool customer, guys, isn't he? Every possession magnified down the stretch, but he's been ready with only one miss against his 6 mates.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Outside Westbrook. Jordan against George. Over to the wing. Here's Ferguson. The shot's good on the assist by George.
Well, Paul George definitely had a chance to take that one himself, but he makes the smart play and a quick dish to a teammate.
Here's the Cobra. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's the Cobra. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Thunder trailing by 8. Westbrook finds Adams. Pass to Grant. Now Westbrook. Grant outside. Isaac with the steal. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Finished off the break. 26 points for the Cobra.
Out quickly, then the beautiful execution. You can't do it any better.
There's running the floor, and then there's running the floor with purpose, and I love the energy on this play.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Nice game. Great performance by the Cobra.
He can't be stopped right now. The D looks like they're at a loss. They have no idea how to contain him.
Now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, the Prodigy.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to listen to what Billy Donovan said to his team. He was begging them to step it up. He said, we've got to make the move now. Or we're going to be out of time and out of luck. Give it everything you've got out there. Kevin?
There is some fluidity for a guy that size in Steven Adams. He's a legitimate option rolling to the basket.
Here's Jordan. A putback. Thunder with the rebound. Adams has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Ferguson misses. Orlando leading by 8. Here's the Cobra. Jordan, the pass to Isaac. It's Jordan on the wing. Defended by George. And Jordan gets it to go.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Outside, George. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got assist number 7 for him tonight. Magic shooting 53% for the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Pass to Isaac for the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Westbrook just overwhelming the defense right there, like a semi-truck coming at you.
Passes it to the Cobra. A 3-ball. Cracks in the tray. The Cobra's got 29.
And you can just see his confidence is rising. Bucket after bucket from long range.
Grant outside. And Bamba pulls it down. Magic leading by 11. Here's Jordan. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Now the pass to Ferguson. Grant kicks to Westbrook. The three-pointer, no good.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
Here's Ferguson. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Ferguson's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Magic shooting 43% from the field. Here's the Cobra. From the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 11 rebounds in the game. George against Jordan. George finds Westbrook. count it. Good. Westbrook's got it back down to single digits for Oklahoma City.
He scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. Vucevic, he's checked in for the Magic. Magic leading by 9. Here's the Cobra. To the middle, and Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Drills the three-pointer. Isaac's got 6 here in this quarter.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
Here's Westbrook. Vucevic with the block. Jordan against George. Jordan can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 12. Lets it go from 14, and he makes that one. 25 points for Russell Westbrook.
Getting a little bit more room here from the mid-range, the explosive shot area, getting quick to that spot and separating from the defender.
Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Hey, guys, got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Well, terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
1:33 left here in the fourth quarter. George against Jordan. Over George. Just 4 to shoot. From deep, Jordan, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And so George will bring it up for Oklahoma City. Trailing here by 8. Vucevic with the block, and it turns out it's going to be a foul. He was hoping for a clean block, but the officials felt otherwise, so we'll see some free throws here. So the first one drops, and that narrows the gap to 7. And Russell Westbrook drops them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Orlando leading by 6. Pass to Jordan. Pass to the Cobra. Deep. But they recover it.
Yeah, maybe a little luck, maybe a little bit of heart. Both of those at play here. He's getting every offensive rebound.
Paul George with the steal. Lobbed up there for Westbrook. Count it!
Well, he's been in these spots before, and you can see Westbrook wants it and comes through.
35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul. Here are the Magic now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting two.
Good on the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, a solid trip to the line there to help extend the lead.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're behind by 6. We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
They'd love to get it into the hands of their best scorer, but they also need a backup plan. Plan B has to be covered.
We've got 33 seconds left in the fourth. And Adams with the slam.
That doesn't happen all that often, but Steven Adams stepping up big here.
And he commits the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. 30 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Time working against them here.
Got to grab a quick score and a foul, and even then, it might be too late.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 6. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And so it's Oklahoma City with it. 6-point game. And an intentional foul right there.
You have to foul, but I'm sure they would have liked to foul someone different.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Guys, no real chance for them to come back now.
Yeah, I think the focus has to be on their next game at this point.
Connects from downtown. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
17 seconds left in the game, and so they choose to intentionally foul. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6. 15 seconds left in the game. In the corner, George with it. It's good!
Yeah, Paul George sharpening his swords now. Love to see him take that shot.
And it's Paul George with the foul. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. The second one is good. Putting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
So important to just stay poised, go through your routine. He did a good job there of just keeping his composure and putting those 2 away.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game. So the Magic win it. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.